Calm down. You're getting too loud, girl. What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Now, I know you heard the thumbnail, or rather the intro with the thumbnail, and y'all like, damn, Corner, you getting crazy with these intros. Well, let's get crazy together. Now, my day would start off a normal day. Get up, breakfast, come back to the pod, go out for my programs, kick it on the block with people, hit the yard, a normal day. My walk around, classes, all that. Now, we went out to the yard after lunch for, outside rec. And you got jokers walking around the track. You got people playing basketball. You got all different type of activities happening outside. So every now and then, somebody just might get hurt playing basketball or whatever the case is, lifting weights, whatever the case is. And, if they get hurt bad enough, they got to go to the infirmary and get treated. They might need stitches. They might just need their bruises taken care of, whatever the case is. And all bruises don't come from fights. So it's normal to go to the infirmary and still come back to your pod afterwards. Now, dude, he got hurt playing basketball. And I ain't even know the dude, but, he hurt himself pretty bad. He scratched his leg up, skid all on the concrete. It was red stuff everywhere. So he had to go get looked at. So supposedly the story is he went down to the infirmary, came back a few hours later, happy as all hell. And everybody like, what you so happy for? You just hurt yourself. You happy you had to go to the infirmary? And supposedly dude was like, yeah, I want to go back. I'm thinking about hurting myself again. And everybody like, what? What? The heck you talking about? So at this time, dude is in the day room telling everybody this story that happened when he went to the infirmary. And pretty much the spill was, yo, is a bad shorty up there, the nurse. Yo, she about her business. If you get up there, she gonna get you right. And they're like, well, that's her job. She went to school to be a nurse. Of course she gonna get you right. He like, nah, man, nah, not that. Y'all not listening. She got me right, y'all. Now, let me break it down for some of y'all that might not have put it together yet. This nurse, her name was Maria. She was up in the prison infirmary. Now, let's say old boy is promoting for her right now. She hit him with a freebie. Yeah. She hit him up front and told him, I'm going to trust you to go back down there and send my cash app back up here to me. I'm going to give you a discount price because I need you to go down there and tell everybody that got that bread. If they come up here to the infirmary, I could take care of them for $50 a pop. She tricking y'all on the job. Now, she only charged old boy $25 just to go down there and deliver that message. So, what he did, he went right downstairs, grabbed his cell phone, sent that cash app like a good old boy, and started a promotion. Because he knew the more people that he got to go see her, the chances are that he could probably get him a freebie. So he telling everybody he can that he said, yo, listen, $50 and she gonna take care of you. You just gotta send the cash app. That's it. Now, the only thing is that it has to be one at a time. And if somebody doesn't send the cash app, she's not gonna keep playing ball. So that's why it has to be one at a time. Because it could be more than one person in the infirmary, but she's only gonna trust one person at a time to go back down to that cell and send the cash app. And until she gets a cash app, there's no more work. So she don't care who come up to that infirmary, how much money they say they got. If she ain't received her last cash app, well, she wasn't doing nothing for nobody. And word on the block, Nurse Maria had that work. They said Maria's lip game was on fire. Like fire. Now, Nurse Maria, she had one rule. She tell everybody the same thing. Keep it on the low. And the one thing that Nurse Maria did not like, and a lot of females don't like it, she said, do not let off in my mouth. If you let off in my mouth, it's going to be a problem. I don't want it in my mouth. That's what she said, y'all. Now, she a soldier. She gonna do what she gotta do. She gonna get that bread. She trying to rack up at least $400 to $500 a night. You know the jaw work that gotta require? I don't know. Get in the comment box, y'all. If anybody know about that, let me know. I really don't know. But I imagine it's hard work. Don't be looking at these females like they out here, not working. They working, y'all. They are working hard for that bread. Trust and believe, nothing comes easy. Now, let's say about 3 or 4 dudes, make up excuses to get to the infirmary. Oh man, I think my arm, my bone might be dislocated or this and that, making up ridiculous stuff. And the prison, they have to, acknowledge it. They have to take you to the infirmary if you claiming that there's something wrong with you. Because if something really happens to you in that prison and you told them about it and they were negligent, well, guess who's going to be getting sued? Yeah, y'all. I've seen it happen. Now, the next dude that went up there to the infirmary, his name was Tyson. He was one of those big for nothing bodybuilding musclehead dudes, right? And when he went up there, it just happened to be about 8 other guys up there waiting to see Maria. Now, the way Maria ran her game, she knew she was going to have an abundance of people coming up there. All that was just money as far as she saw it. But she had to stick to her guns, y'all. She was only dealing with one person at a time. So they just had to wait in the infirmary, and she tried to, make excuses with, the prison and let them know why the wait was so long. This person has to get treated, and this takes time and that. She was just trying to stall for people to get back down to the pod and send the cash app so she could keep it moving. Now, Tyson, he's up there, like I said, with 8 people. So sometimes Maria, she just takes the people, or the inmates rather, determine how she likes them. She gonna do them all anyway, but she'll take the ones that she really like first. Or if somebody really has a serious injury that she has to tend to, she'll take them first, and then, it's whatever. Now, I told y'all, Maria give everybody the same spill. She tell them what she don't like. So she tell Tyson exactly what she don't like. Now, I don't know, y'all. Get in the comment box and tell me this, ladies. I have heard that these big for nothing musclehead guys, I've heard they can't hang. I heard they can't hang in the bed more than like 5 minutes. So, I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me. It's hard for me to make this decision, whether she's, telling the truth or not. But supposedly that guy y'all heard in the thumbnail in the intro, that was Tyson. Maria was putting it down on Tyson. I mean, sloppy toppy. And well, despite what Maria told Tyson, supposedly from what I was told, Tyson just let it go, y'all. He let off all in her mouth. Now, she was some type of pissed off. And from what the 8 inmates that was watching the whole thing happen, because Maria didn't give a good damn, she'll pipe you out with 8, 10, 20 people watching. She don't care as long as that bread coming. They all watching. And they said when he did that, he was just laying there relaxed with his eyes closed, just enjoying it, relaxed. She hovered over him and spit all that shit in his face. All in his head, all in his mouth, his face, everything, y'all. Maria just pretty much gave Tyson the Glock dookie. Yeah. Now, Tyson, he pissed off. He's like, what the hell, man? What the hell? Oh, ew. Is that me? Is that me? Oh, you nasty B. You nasty ass B. She like, get out of here. Get out of here and you better send me my cash app. Get the fuck out of here. Told you don't do that shit. You don't send my cash app, it's over. Ain't nobody else getting nothing. Now, y'all already know that's fitting to be a problem. Either you gonna send that cash app, Tyson, or the boys downstairs might just have a little problem with you. The fact that you all big and muscle bound, well, that ain't gonna mean nothing to about 10 or 15 inmates pissed off that they can't get no brain. So he wipe off, he find a towel and wipe himself off, and he go ahead back out there. He tell the officer take him back to his cell. Take me back to my cell. I'm done. I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. I feel better. And they're like, all right. And, they open the locks and walk him on out of there. Now, unfortunately for the 8 people that was up there, this issue wouldn't get resolved that evening, or at least not in time for them to get taken care of. So they got their fake wounds treated and wasted their shot coming up to the infirmary for, at least another week or so, because Tyson did some bullshit. So now you got 8 more dudes pissed off at Tyson that saw it directly what happened and know exactly why she's mad. And they're headed back down to the cell as well. So if he don't go tell the story what happened, they sure as hell about to tell everybody. And that's how we know this story, y'all. Now Tyson come back down to the pod, and of course, as soon as he get back in there, everybody in his face. Hey Tyson, yo, how was it? How is it true? Is she got that work? Is she just like what everybody said? And Tyson, he just smiling like, yeah, man, come on. I'm going to tell everybody about it. Come on. Now they head on over to the day room. Everybody got their chairs like in a circle. The chairs are all in a circle. It's like a campfire, y'all. That's how bored we get in prison sometimes. To sit around and listen to somebody's encounter with a female. Oh, that's like prime time. You talking about HBO. Showtime, maybe even Cinemax. And if you give us all the details, I mean, hey man, it's prison. You gotta look out, because you have some jackers sitting there in the background in the crowd listening, getting off to your story. What Chief Keef say? That's that shit we don't like. Anyway, y'all, he give him the whole spill, and he telling them the truth. He telling them every detail except the last detail, that he broke Nurse Maria's rule. And that the operation might be a little tarnished, because not only did he break that rule, But he had no plans of sending her that cash app. Oh, she wasn't getting that $50 as far as he was concerned. He got his off, and that was just that. What's she gonna do? Go tell? Who's she gonna tell? She gonna get fired. Who's she gonna tell? Well, Tyson, she could tell many people. The many pissed off inmates that want to know why she ain't working no more, she could tell them. But she don't even gotta tell them. Because remember, Tyson, is 8 more inmates on their way back down. It's just taking a little time. They're getting their treatment and they're headed back down. So slowly, as the hours progress, all of these inmates will end up back down in the pod. And they're going their various ways. They've already had their own communications that, this dude a problem, and we need to follow up and make sure he send that cash app. Because they're already steaming mad. They just wasted their time going up there. If you take an infirmary trip, y'all, it's going to take anywhere from 2 to 4 hours out of your day. Trust and believe that. All the searches you got to go through, the waiting, etc., etc. Yeah, you're going to waste part of your day, a good part of your day, trying to get up there. So if you really don't got to go up there, that's why people, if we think we might have damaged something, we'll wrap it up with bed sheets, and fix it ourselves and whatnot before going to the infirmary. Anyway, I got a story about the prison infirmary. That's coming probably next month. I'm gonna give y'all that story because I got too many for this month. But anyway, now these 8 inmates, they went and told all their homies what the spill was. That dude right there, Tyson, yo, he's fucking up the whole operation. Nurse Maria ain't piping nobody until he pay. And everybody said, well, why he don't just pay? Well, I mean, he don't got the money. What's going on? And then they told him everything that happened. They're like, oh, man, she had one rule and he broke it. And they're like, yeah. So right then, everybody decided, all right, bet. It's time for the hard press. This dude gonna pay or he gonna pay. By now, everyone in the pod knows this dumb shit that Tyson did. And you got random people he don't even know shooting them ice grills. You got people walking by him like, you better send that cash app, bro. Better send that cash app. And just keep it moving. And Tyson like, what? What you say? And they not even looking back. They just keep it moving. Somebody else will walk by. Hey, yo, you send that yet? You send that yet? Man, what you talking about? And then, yo, send that cash app. And Tyson, he think because he big, he could just buck. He's like, man, I ain't sending nobody nothing. Ain't nobody in here gonna make me do nothing either. Y'all keep walking by, but y'all won't stop walking. Y'all won't stop walking. I hear a lot of talking. I see a lot of walking. So ain't nobody respond. Everybody, all right, whatever. Now, this is prison. And I don't know if Tyson been down before or not. But just because you big don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing in prison. Because the gangs, and even without the gangs, people have a such thing called willpower. And when you oppose the whole pod, well, then the whole pod just goes against you. Man, maybe about 30 minutes before last lockdown of the night, a whole set of Crips ran down on Tyson's cell. Walked in that joint like they had a no-knock warrant. No warning or nothing. Just ran in and start pounding Tyson out. Stomping him, kicking him, punching him. Yeah, they in there working him out. All that shit you was talking, right? All that shit you was... Talk all that shit. Yeah, talk it now. Talk it now, big boy. Yeah, what you got to say? Man, Tyson couldn't even move. He big for nothing. He couldn't do nothing with all 6 of them Crips stomping him out. And then after they got done stomping him out, grabbed him up, said, where the phone at? Where the phone at? And he grabbed the phone, and they made him send that cash app, y'all. They made him open the phone up and send that cash app. And not only that, after that, for all the disrespect, they made him send cash apps to them also. Yeah. For the disrespect, we need $50 a piece. So he sent it. And then after that, they took the damn phone. Said, we keeping this phone too. You got a problem with that? Next time you decide to do something stupid that gonna affect everybody in this pod, you better think about it twice. Now, you already know what happened after that. They put Tyson on the gate. They told him straight up, you can't live in this pod no more. Get the hell up out this pod or we're going to beat you down every day. Get your stuff and go. And they already beat him down once, so they let him go. And they told him, if we ever run into you again, it's going to be a problem. DOA. We're going to do you dirty. Don't you ever in your life disrespect us again. And dude could barely walk. He's pretty much dragging himself to the gate, begging the officers to open it. And they finally open it, get him out of there, put him up in PC. And I guess with bruises and stuff like that, he ended up back in the infirmary. Now, Maria, or rather Nurse Maria, she sees him and she just smiling and laughing, y'all. She got her lick back. And what's even worse, Nurse Maria let him sit in that infirmary waiting room and go last to get his real medical emergencies tended to. She ain't care if he was over there unaliving. She ain't care if he had broken bones. She ain't care. She said, you gonna wait and you gonna be last. I got money to make. Money you tried to stop. So, I guess, in the end, Maria won. And she got her money. As a matter of fact, after this whole incident, Maria raised her price to $100 a pop. She said promo deals are over. I guess that's going to be it for this story, y'all. If you like stories like this, like, share, and subscribe, people. Get in the comment box. Tell me what you think. Hype these videos, y'all. And with that, this is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner, and I'm out.